modern advances, we are still powerless to stop the rat. In the shade of a live oak near the Savannah River in Georgia, imported wild hogs forage for acorns. These prolific creatures have been increasing their numbers dramatically. There are now 2 million living in 20 states. They can digest just about anything as they root their way through the forest. They eat the eggs and young of ground-nesting birds like turkeys, as well as deer fawns, salamanders, and other small animals. Because of this destruction and their competition with native species for food, wildlife officials here in Tennessee are trying to reduce their numbers with trapping and removal. In our waters, one import in particular is making waves. When a tanker flushed its ballast in 1986, zebra mussels invaded the Great Lakes. This accidental introduction is a tremendous threat to our native freshwater mussels. Because the Eastern European zebra mussels eat algae that form the basis of an aquatic food chain, they compete fiercely and put native species at great risk. And that's not all the damage they do. Their fingernail-sized shells clog water filtration and energy plants, which keep cities in business. It's a $4 billion problem. Industries call in zebra busters for help. The goal is to control the mussel population without hurting the environment. We may just have to learn to live with them, as we have with many other unwelcome imports. Back on land again, X-rated plants are growing to be a problem. Overgrazing by livestock allows foreign plants to prosper. Brought from Europe or Asia in contaminated grain, undesirables like leafy spurge and knapweed take over the terrain. They may be enjoyed by insects, but not by farmers and ranchers. Traditional control has been pesticide spray, but this also kills beneficial butterflies and bees. New nature-friendly technology hopes to replace chemicals with non-polluting insects. Insectaria, like this facility in Colorado, are raising insects to eat pesky plants. It seems ironic that insects are among the most beneficial of imports. Usually, the smaller a critter is, the harder it is to keep under control. But nature's principle of keeping herself in balance helps insects offer us the best and safest alternative. Insects are also used to control other insects. One species used for this purpose is the Chinese mantis. It dines on pests like caterpillars, flies, and foliage-eating larvae. Introduced from China around 1896, it was one of the first mail-order predators that you could buy to control garden pests. However, being a meat eater, the Chinese mantis also loves butterflies, bees, and even its own kind. It's hard to tell just how effective this amazing creature really is in our fields. The Chinese mantis may actually have only a neutral effect. Wild America will return after these messages.
Pets are family, and we know it. That's why you can trust 1-800-PET-MEDS. Recognized for our high standards in pet pharmacy, we sell the exact same medications as the vet, but for 10, 20, up to 50% less. With fast, free shipping, our 100% satisfaction guarantee, and even a free treat. Over 8 million pet parents have counted on us. So call or order online at 1-800-PetMeds.com today.
Now everyone who uses catheters can get a better catheter with Liberator Medical's free catheter sample pack. These new catheters are better than ever, easier to use, more convenient, comfortable, virtually pain-free. Don't wait. Call now and get your free catheter sample pack. There's the all-new compact catheter for women, pre-lubricated, no drips, no mess, fits in your purse. The self-lubricated catheter, it lubricates itself in the package, comfortable, no mess. The closed system catheter, pre-lubricated with its own collection bag, proven to reduce UTIs. The discreet pocket catheter, curved to fit in your pocket to go anywhere. The polished eyelet catheter for micro-smooth comfort, reduces friction and pain. Call now. We'll also bill Medicare and your insurance for you. Call for your free catheter sample pack with free shipping. Call Liberator Medical.
Call 1-800-610-3374. That's 1-800-610-3374.
Wild America will be right back after these messages.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I hear babies cry. I watch them grow. They learn much more than I never know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. It could be. Come on. Ooh, yeah.
From South America, another unwelcome invader has waged war on our native species. Red fire ants arrived by accident on a ship that docked at Mobile, Alabama in 1953. Now these little stingers infest 400 million acres of pastures, playgrounds, and parks all across our southern states. They destroy every living thing in their path. In addition to all their other destruction, for some unknown reason, they are fatally attracted to electrical current. This can cause tremendous problems. And talk about problems. There are more European starlings in the world than any other bird. In fact, there are hundreds of millions of starlings in this country alone.
Jesus.
Probably more starlings than people.
Great game of mine. Look at them.
They were introduced from England into New York Central Park in 1890 and soon spread across the country. Ranchers and farmers lose millions of dollars to their appetites. Unfortunately, this destructive and aggressive bird is our most widespread import. All attempts to control starlings by trapping, shooting, and poisoning have been futile. This species is here to stay, despite the countless millions which are killed each year. Down by New Orleans, a dream of wealth brought huge rodents into our country's wetlands in the 1930s. Nutria, which means otter in Spanish, were imported from South America into Louisiana for their fur. Tabasco tycoon E.A. McElhaney first imported them, but the caged animals escaped in a hurricane, and they now live wild in at least 15 states. Nutria may have profited fur trappers for a while, but now the hoped-for blessing has become a curse. Their voracious appetite gets them in trouble. They strip entire areas of vegetation and undermine roads and dams with their burrows. In fact, nutria are so prolific that even trapping on an unlimited basis has done little to control their numbers. The female bears 1 to 3 large litters a year. She is unique in that her mammary glands are on her back, so the babies can even nurse as she swims. The nutria is a prime example of our interference with the balance of nature. By accident and by intent, various creatures have run riot in our country. They cost us millions of dollars in control and eradication programs each year. As for nutrias, Old Orange Tooth seems unstoppable at this point. Alligators are their only effective natural predator. A nutria is born every minute in bayou country, and almost as often, one becomes lunch. So alligators at least have no complaint. For more information about wild America, visit our website.
I'm hungry. I can't see the board.
Good morning, class. Everyone ready to learn today?
Of course they aren't ready. Across America, health barriers keep millions of disadvantaged school children from learning. Children's Health Fund is working to remove those barriers. But to really change the odds for these kids, we need your help. To find out how you can give every child a chance to be healthy and ready to learn, visit childrenshealthfund.org today.
Who helps a hero? Who tells the story of their scars? The freedom and safety of so many, of us all, is earned by the sacrifices of so few. Who helps a hero? We all do. The Gary Sinise Foundation works to support America's defenders and strengthen their families through entertainment, the construction of smart homes for our wounded heroes, and by inspiring and educating others to also support the veterans within their own communities. We enjoy the benefits of their sacrifice and service each day. Now it's time we serve them. Find out how you can help our heroes at GarySiniseFoundation.org. While we can never do enough to show our gratitude to our nation's defenders, we can always do a little more.
Protect your smile against plaque. New Act Advanced with Plaque Guard helps prevent plaque and gingivitis, kills 99% of bacteria for a 12-hour shield of protection. New Act Advanced.
But we should not be too quick to condemn these new kids on the block. Most of us are not exactly natives here ourselves, and we do not always treat our environment as well as we could. Maybe this is the lesson to learn from X-rated imports. I'm Marty Stauffer. Until next time, enjoy our wild America.